The reality of this world is that the truest measure of one's intelligence is his ability to achieve what he wants to achieve in life. That is the perfect measure of one's intelligence. Of what use are your ideas? Of what use is your knowledge? Of what use is your IQ if you can actually do nothing to yourself? Of what use is your knowledge? Of what use is your experience? Of what use is your ideas if you can't actually solve the simplest form of problem around you? Of what use is your ideas? Of what use is your knowledge if you can't actually help yourself? Of what use is your ideas? Of what use is your knowledge if you are scared of the reality of this world? Of what use is your knowledge and of what use is your ideas if you can't really help yourself within your environment? That is the cruelty of intelligence. A lot of highly sophisticated and intelligent people find it very difficult to solve the smallest form of problem within their environment. That is the irony of high IQ people, and it's a sad reality. Why? Because there are other forms of intelligence that people fail to develop over a long period of time, like social intelligence, emotional intelligence, and adventure intelligence. The ability to read other people, the ability to relate with other people, the ability to explore. That is exactly what I'm saying. The truest form of one's intelligence, the truest measure of one's intelligence is ability of one to achieve what he wants to achieve in this life.